Coming up on This Week in Torrance.
The Torrance Unified School District is educating the community on the dangers of vaping, especially among our youth.
And the next time you take a dip at the Torrance Plunge, you'll notice something new at the facility. We'll give you a first-hand look at what it is.
Plus, we'll tell you what new stores are opening at the Del Amo Fashion Center just in time for the holidays.
Then the food and beer scene just got more exciting with the addition of Brews Hall. We'll take you inside and show you all that it has to offer.
These stories and much more are just seconds away.
Your local news starts right now.
Hello and welcome to This Week in Torrance. I'm Jen Chun.
And I'm Ben McCain. Thanks so much for joining us. Here are your top stories. Black Friday isn't the only big shopping event coming up. Soon you'll be able to enjoy some steep discounts and find some great deals during Small Business Week. The City Council proclaimed and recognized November 30th through December 7th as Small Business Week here in Torrance. More than 30 local businesses are participating this year and offering discounts if you shop or dine at their establishment. Some of the deals include 20% off your food purchases at Brio Coastal Bar and Kitchen at the Del Amo Fashion Center. Then over at Torrance Bakery, they're offering 10% off any purchase except custom cakes, and Southwood Pharmacy is also offering 10% off your entire purchase, excluding prescription medications. These are just a few of the deals you'll find around town.
We just ask for your continued support all year round for small businesses. We do battle with bigger enterprises so that we can keep Torrance whole, keep the storefronts open, and keep people employed in our city.
According to the Small Business Administration, there are more than 30 million small businesses in the United States, creating 2 out of every 3 net new jobs. In the U.S., 90% of consumers say Small Business Saturday has had a positive impact on their community, and being aware of the day encourages them to shop small all year long. To get the full list of businesses participating locally, head to torrancechamber.com.
Torrance Police Chief Irvine can now add one more accomplishment to her diverse law enforcement resume. Irvine was recently appointed as a commissioner on the Police Officer Standards and Training Commission by California Governor Gavin Newsom. It was established by the legislature in 1959 to set minimum selection and training standards for California law enforcement. It has more than 130 staff members and is under the direction of an executive director, also appointed by the commission. Irvine has served as the police chief in Torrance since 2018. She is also the former police chief for the city of Manhattan Beach. This new appointment requires Senate confirmation. The Torrance Police Department currently has 227 sworn police officers.
The Orange County Sheriff's Department made great strides to honor one of Torrance's fallen officers. The Academy had their Fallen Officer Memorial Run in honor of Torrance Police Officer Thomas Keller, who died on April 17, 1986. Every year, the recruits choose an officer to honor during the run that is the culmination of their hard work right before graduation. 49 graduates from Class 238 participated. Brooks Wing, a recruit for the Torrance Police Department, was one of the runners. Wing says they chose Keller because there were many ways his life story connected with the recruits. Keller's dedication, motivation, and work ethic were also something the recruits looked up to. Keller was responding to an armed robbery call when he was shot and killed. He was only 25 years old. Officer Keller had served with the Torrance Police Department for 4 years. Prior to that, served as United States Marine, a reserve deputy sheriff, and an Explorer Scout with the Santa Barbara County Sheriff's Department. The motto of the class this year is "No sacrifice is too great." The Orange County Sheriff's Department Academy is considered the toughest and most rigorous in the nation. Each year, fallen Torrance police officers are remembered and honored at a special ceremony during National Blue Ribbon Week. To date, there have been 4 officers killed in the line of duty. They are honored each day with 4 stars on the Torrance Police Badge.
Torrance Transit received a top honor among peers at an annual conference and expo. The Transit Agency of the Year Award was presented to Torrance Transit recently. This was given at the Small Operators Awards event that is part of the fall conference and expo that took place in Monterey, California. This award makes Torrance Transit the first Southern California agency to win. The award specifically recognizes an outstanding program or service that demonstrates innovative concepts, effective problem-solving techniques, or promotes a positive image of transit in the community. This is part of a 3-day signature event featuring dynamic presentations from industry experts on today's transit challenges and the solutions being implemented by innovative transit leaders. Nearly 700 professionals of all levels and more than 100 suppliers attended. There were 20 educational sessions presented in maintenance, management and leadership, operations, marketing and communications, and planning, to name a few. To stay up to date on transit news, head to transit.torranceca.gov.
Each year, more than 100,000 foster children are eligible for adoption and wait to be adopted. And in honor of National Adoption Month, Torrance CitiCABLE reporter Jocelyn Ortega visited with a Torrance family who shared their story of opening up their home and the happiness it has brought to them.
When Torrance residents Jeremy and Brittany Emerson started their life together, they knew they wanted to grow a family. And after the birth of their 3 biological children, they decided adoption was the next step in their journey to complete a happy home.
We wanted to be able to provide a home for somebody, whether it's for a minute or two or if it was for a lifetime.
They reached out to Children's Bureau, and with the help of Amy Haleman, Director of Foster Care and Adoption, they were able to welcome their youngest kids, Sean and Bella, into the family. She says this is just one of the many success stories she has seen and emphasizes the importance of adoption.
We have seen children thrive when they get into a nurturing environment and they are able to relearn how to love and how to trust that adults can take care of them.
But she says agencies still have a long way to go.
One of the things that we really need to be working on is the older youth who are in care. A big push is for us to find families that can take children that are older and commit to them for a lifetime.
Nearly 500,000 children across the country are in the foster care system, with LA having one of the largest populations. But it is when families and agencies get together that these kids can finally find a place to call home.
Many of the children in the foster care system are siblings in need of families who are able and willing to keep them together. The agency provides services like counselors and psychologists to children and their new families. The Emersons took classes on safety and parenting to prepare for their new chapter.
Just seeing the world through their eyes and their perspective on things, it's really helped me kind of understand what's important in life.
The couple is grateful to have the help from their 2 oldest children, who say watching their parents inspires them to also foster one day.
When Bella was first with us, I was making dinner and Bella was crying, and Ansley went up to her and was like, "It's okay, I know you don't know who we are, but we're going to take care of you for right now."
It felt like the right thing to do.
I think it'd be really cute to have a lot of babies around the house.
Yeah, but you know they always grow up.
Yeah, but it'd be fun to watch them grow up.
Yeah.
For Torrance CitiCABLE, I'm Jocelyn Ortega.
Thanks, Jocelyn. The Children's Bureau office is located in Carson. For information on the resources available and upcoming meetings, head to allforkids.org.
After nearly 2 months of hard work, the mural at the Torrance Plunge is now complete. The artwork reflects snapshots of the bustling programs currently available at the Plunge. It showcases synchronized swimmers to water polo players. After 17 years, the west wall of the Torrance Plunge was repainted by artist Emily Bradley, who led the project along with the volunteers. Bradley is from Journey of Faith Church. She volunteered her time along with the supplies to support the project, which was approved by the Cultural Arts Commission and City Council. A contest was held to find the best concept and idea of what the new mural should look like. After the Torrance Unified School District opened its new aquatic center, city officials thought it could use a new and colorful mural to embody the history and community essence while signifying the Plunge's vibrancy, water safety, competitiveness, and water play programs. The Victor E. Benstead Plunge opened in 1956. Well, still ahead, Santa came to town and had a special visit with dogs of all shapes and sizes.
Plus, Salvation Army's largest fundraiser is underway. We'll tell you how you can participate. We'll be right back.
Bye-bye.
Hi. Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Welcome back. We have a special segment to bring you with our in-studio guest, Hope Witkowsky. You may know her as the host and producer of CitiCABLE Senior Scene. Now, Hope has not only addressed the needs of the senior community, but has shared tips and resources on how to age successfully. And despite her recent retirement from the show, she's continuing her efforts to advocate for her peers and the aging community as a volunteer ambassador to our seniors. Welcome, Hope. We are so thrilled to have you here.
Thank you. It's a pleasure to be here, too.
Now, Hope, you've produced a number of episodes ranging from topics like downsizing for retirement, how to survive being a widow, different volunteer opportunities. And with the Thanksgiving and December holidays coming up, I know there was a really important topic you wanted to talk to us about.
Yes, there is, Jen. It's the seniors who are living alone, who are lonely, really. All the commercials, everything that we see on television, show seniors in family situations, but then these seniors that are living alone because maybe they're widow or widowers, it's a sad thing. It's a sad time for them.
And you know firsthand some of the many resources we have here in Torrance.
Yes, we're so lucky. We're so very lucky. And seniors out there may not realize this, but the Bartlett Senior Center right in downtown Torrance has a lunch program, and seniors can reserve a spot. They can have lunch with other seniors, make new friends. The Salvation Army is another wonderful place, also in Torrance, and they also have lunch programs. So I encourage those seniors who are out there and maybe feeling a little bit blue during the holidays that there is a place for them to go, make new friends.
What about for those who are kind of shy? My dad was kind of like that. He didn't, I don't know if they can get themselves to go and take that step of going somewhere where they have to socialize, even though it is so good for them.
Well, here's another program that I produced actually, about Meals on Wheels. And a lot of seniors may even not be very mobile, and they're alone and sad during the holidays. Well, by calling Meals on Wheels, they can have meals delivered to them weekly by 2 volunteers. And when those seniors come into their homes, it's like they become friends. And it's healthy for seniors like that who are alone to have this situation where people come and they know that they are not alone because someone's delivering some food and some kindness.
And you've met many doctors and many experts, and what do they say about the importance of having that socialization as you age? Well,
one of the really negative things about just sitting in your home alone all the time is that your body starts to shut down. You're not having conversations, you're not learning new things, you're not having happiness. And so we as seniors have the opportunity to go and make these calls and reach out to people who want to help. And actually the people who are volunteering are getting a really great gift too. And that's why they do it.
That's great information, Hope. We so appreciate what you do for the senior community. You can see on our screen right now the information that Hope mentioned of the places that offer different resources to seniors during the holiday season and actually throughout the year. Thanks so much, Hope. Well, don't go anywhere. Still ahead, the bells will be ringing as the popular Red Kettle campaign kicks off. Find out how you can help. Plus, new businesses open on the boulevard just in time for the holiday season. These stories and much more. We'll be right back.
The Salvation Army Torrance Corps kicked off their annual Red Kettle campaign. Torrance CitiCABLE reporter Nicole Salvatierra tells us how your donation can make a difference to a family in need right here in the South Bay.
It's the sound of the holiday season as the Salvation Army Torrance Corps celebrated the start of one of their largest fundraisers. This fundraiser dates back to 1898, and this year, the Salvation Army has a new way for you to make a difference.
So if you're like me and you don't really carry cash around, the Salvation Army has made it simple by using your phone to donate to the Red Kettle campaign.
It's called Kettle Pay. Just go up to a sign and scan the QR code to make a payment towards the campaign. Salvation Army officer Captain Jessica Sneed hopes this will help to reach their goal of $100,000 this season.
So we're really excited this year to be rolling out a cashless donation system since so many people don't carry cash very often anymore. So it's a completely secure way to give one time through your credit card.
Every coin or dollar that goes into a red kettle helps those in your community. Torrance City Council member Mike Griffiths knows all about helping the local community. As a chairman for the Salvation Army Torrance Corps, this fundraiser has a special place in his heart.
Unfortunately, there are disadvantaged people that live in our community, and the Salvation Army is there to help them with food, programs to help childcare, all kinds of great programs right here in our local community to help those who are a little less advantaged.
If you can't donate money but want to help the Salvation Army, you can also volunteer to ring the bell.
I'm looking for any and all volunteers. We're desperately seeking people to help sit at different locations throughout the South Bay.
The Torrance community has until December 24th to make a difference this holiday season during the Red Kettle campaign. For Torrance City Cable, I'm Nicole Salvatierra.
Thanks, Nicole. For a list of Red Kettle locations and more information on how to volunteer with this campaign, visit torrancecorps.org.
Families brought their furry friends to the Del Amo Fashion Center to meet Santa while he's in Torrance this holiday season. Dogs of all shapes and sizes sat with Santa for a memorable family photo on Del Amo Fashion Center's holiday pet photo night. The dogs came in their finest winter outfits and holiday pajamas for this special occasion. Pups from Dharma Rescue were there in hopes of finding their forever homes. Dharma rescues disabled pets from shelters and cares for them and provides them with loving homes. Now, if you missed out on this photo opportunity, the next chance to bring your pet for a photo with Santa is Sunday, December 15th from 6 to 8 p.m. If you don't have a furry friend of your own, Pug Nation Rescue of LA will be there with pals for adoption on site as well. If you want to bring your children for a picture with Santa, you can stop by the Santa set located in the Macy's Women's Court.
The Del Amo Fashion Center is gearing up for the holidays by offering more shopping options. Officials announced the opening of MeUndies near Nordstrom during the holiday season. The underwear and lifestyle company opened 8 years ago in Los Angeles. It offers the world's first ever underwear subscription service and creates opportunities for self-expression and connection with matching men's and women's underwear, socks, bralettes, onesies, pet bandanas, and loungewear. The Del Amo store location is the company's second brick-and-mortar retail concept. Customers will be able to feel the products, which are said to be 3 times softer than cotton signature micro-modal fabric. Then another store is already open to the public. Sock Harbor on the main level near Sephora has more than 3,000 styles of socks in one place. They offer socks in various different material blends, shapes, and sizes. To check out the retailers at Del Amo, head to simon.com.
A new brewery and restaurant concept is shaking up the city's already exploding beer scene. Reporter Colleen Farrell takes us to the grand opening of the Brews Hall in Torrance.
And there was no city like Torrance that's so pro-business and really helped us.
South Bay native and restaurateur Michael Zislis and his brother David have changed the face of the region's culinary and craft brew scene with properties such as the Strand House, Rockin' Fish, and Rockin' Brews. They're at it again, this time in Torrance, with a concept that blends craft brews and food, all fused with some Hollywood star power.
2, 3.
The Zislis brothers and business partner Dave Ferrano recently teamed up with actor-comedian George Lopez and sportscaster Colin Cowherd. Together, they built and launched the Brews Hall, just a stone's throw from Del Amo Fashion Center.
Finally, in my 50s, somebody offers me a burger chain, and I'm like, it finally works. My name, 55 years of being made fun of, and my name finally works.
The beers are brewed on site, 2 distinctly different brands, Buzz Rock Brewing Company and George Lopez Mexican-style Ta Loco Cerveza. With a food court concept, diners can also order from 4 different restaurants. George Lopez Xingong Kitchen serves up Mexican fare, or from a menu resembling a betting book, order up a Colin Cowherd herd burger, served on a fresh-made bun. If it's chicken or fish you crave, there's Chicken Twilly, otherwise known as The Way I Like It, or Zislis Rockin' Fish.
We all got together and we have the same goal: great food, great service, and a great atmosphere.
I think what's exciting is the different groups of people, the diversity that's in here. You know, there's older people, there's younger people.
The Brews Hall has 17 fermenting vessels and 12 serving vessels, all designed to brew a variety of beers from pilsners to stouts.
We're going to have beers that are going to be celebrity inspired and, pulling from all sorts of traditions and backgrounds.
And while star power may be the initial draw, it's the food, beer, and atmosphere that's already bringing them back for more.
I came already 3 days in a row, and the food is excellent.
For Torrance City Cable, I'm Colleen Farrell.
Thanks, Colleen. The Brews Hall is located at 21770 Del Amo Circle near Madrona Avenue.
A local business celebrated a milestone recently.
2, 3.
The art studio and gallery, Destination Art, opened its doors to the city 5 years ago in 2014 and recently put on a special public reception to celebrate their anniversary. Here you'll find a variety of art classes and workshops to the community, and local South Bay artists had the chance to exhibit their work inside the gallery. At the party, officials honored Destination Art's founding artist artwork, which were on display and available for purchase. President of Destination Art, David Wolfram, says it took 2 years in the planning stages to bring the unique art space to life.
We really didn't have a home, and that's really what we tried to do as Destination Art, make a place for local artists of the South Bay to show their work, a place to create together, and a place to learn together.
We are so proud of our group of artists here who have worked together for 5 years to keep this nonprofit art studios and gallery open, and we display art for the local artists.
At the celebration, there was a silent auction for a few of the paintings. There was also live music, and commemorating the event were city officials. Mayor Fury presented a certificate of recognition to Destination Art for enriching the art experience for artists, collectors, and the community in the South Bay. The educational programs at Destination Art give the artist better tools and processes to build on their talents.
For many businesses to hit that point of 5 years that they've been in business, or been around and had their doors open for 5 years, that means they're going to continue to keep their doors open and provide a vital service to the community.
To learn more, head to destination-art.net. You can also stop by their gallery at 1815 West 213th Street, Suite 135.
South Bay's premier Medi Spa Coon Skincare celebrated their 10th year here in the Torrance community. More than 25 customers and staff came to celebrate the big milestone. Azra Dade, registered nurse at Coon Skincare, specializes in non-surgical facial and skin cosmetic procedures and was excited to see clients interact with the staff behind the glam.
I feel like it's my home, and my clients are like the most best friend to me. I am so encouraged and happy in the morning when I come to the office.
Coon Skincare offers free consultations for all treatments and a wide range of services to accommodate their clients' needs or concerns, from acne facials, chemical peels, waxing, and specialty procedures like injectables. Nikki Schwartz, founder of Coon, hopes that customers will continue to enjoy their services for many years to come.
We have amazing staff here. All our staff is very personable. We have the best estheticians. Our nurses are amazing. We have a great medical director who's under us, and we offer services for people to heal themselves so that they can go out and heal the world.
If anyone is interested in checking out Coon Skincare services, go to cocoonmedical.com or call 310-375-7546 for more information. And be sure to tune in to the next episode of Common Sense with host and producer Nona Milconian, who takes us behind the scenes.
Torrance Unified School District officials are cracking down on an epidemic by educating parents and students on campus. This was the first of 4 town halls taking place at various high schools to spread awareness and education on the health risk of vaping. Officials say in the past few years, the most prevalent substance abuse trend impacting teens has been the use of e-cigarettes and vaping. The recent town hall took place at South High School's Performing Arts Center, where parents and students heard from a keynote speaker along with panelists. The event was moderated by Behavioral Health Services Prevention Coordinator Jen Harris. She talked to the audience about how vaping has become popular, especially because of its difficulty to detect, as devices can be found in the shape of an inhaler, lipstick, and even Apple Watches. There are more than 18,000 flavors for vaping devices now, and Harris says while the use of traditional cigarettes has declined nationally, vaping continues to rise. She compared vaping to inhaling aerosol to put into perspective how toxic it can be. As of November 5th, there have been 2,051 cases of illnesses linked to e-cigarettes and vaping, and 39 deaths confirmed in 24 different states. South High School Principal Michelle Fournier says through recent on-campus surveys, they learned that students say it's a social activity and parents should acknowledge that it's a drug and that their kids may be experimenting with it.
When vaping first came onto the scene, I think there was a misconception that it was safer than smoking cigarettes, and they're finding that's not the case. And so I think we need to drill that into parents and kids.
The keynote speaker was Dr. Donnie Watson from the Thelma McMillan Recovery Center. The panelists included a student, school therapist, resource officer, and staff. Also part of the event was a table with a sample of diverse vaping equipment so parents can see firsthand the various products being used. There are 3 more town halls in case you missed this one. Each session will feature a different keynote speaker, with the next one being professional surfer Alex Gray. Gray will talk to attendees about his family's loss to addiction and what steps he's taking to combat the growth of vape use. This town hall will take place on December 4th from 6 to 8 p.m. at North High School's Performing Arts Center.
As you start prepping for that delicious Thanksgiving meal, safety officials say to make sure you also prepare a safe cooking space. The National Fire Protection Association says to make sure you keep knives out of reach of children, make sure electric cords from appliances are not dangling off the counter or is easy to access, keep matches and utility lighters in a safe place, keep the floor clear, and also make sure your smoke alarms are working. Now, when you begin to cook, stay in the kitchen at all times and never leave children alone in a room with a lit candle. Thanksgiving is considered the peak day for home cooking fires, and unattended cooking was by far the leading contributing factor in cooking fires and fire deaths. To learn more, go to nfpa.org.
And now let's check in with Leslie Robbins on what's new and exciting in local sports.
Hey Leslie, what do you have for us?
What is up? Coming up on the sports desk, North High, South High, no doubt on a playoffs high. But the same can't be said for the Lady Spartans tennis team and the Knights girls volleyball squad. Plus, days before the field at ECC's Murdoch Stadium got renamed Featherstone Field, I got to go one-on-one with the legendary football coach alongside his former second-in-command, Coach Gene Engel. All of that plus so much more. Be sure to watch every day at 4 and 9:30. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Leslie. Well, that does it for us on This Week in Torrance. I'm Ben McCain.
And I'm Jen Chen. Thanks so much for joining us. We'll see you next time.